guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. My name is Aubrey and this is my astrological outlook for the day. And buckle up because we are at the starting line and today is the last day before the eclipse tomorrow, and we have some very radical energetics going on today. So if there was any calm before the storm, we can consider that done with and over and past now as of today, because the sun is coming to 5 degrees of Gemini today while we have Mercury in Gemini and the north node in Gemini and Venus in Gemini. Now the sun is in Gemini coming to 5 degrees of Gemini, and 5 degrees of Gemini is a very interesting sabian symbol to me. I'm always quite intrigued to see what manifests and comes about under this particular energetic, and that is because it is the sabian symbol, the energetic frequency described in a picture form, that's what the sabian symbols are, of a radical magazine cover. And because it's in Gemini and everything, we have all of this emphasis going on right now in Gemini. It is radical information, radical statements, radical headlines. All of these types of things are indicated today with the sun at 5 degrees of Gemini, leading into this super powerful full lunar eclipse tomorrow. So I'm very interested to see what type of information is highlighted today and what type of things that we're hearing about and are being spoken about in the media, in social media, in the news, and just in our general lives as we go about our business and whatnot. I'm very interested to see what types of things come up today, because this really is the setup for this really significant eclipse that's happening tomorrow that will do a lot to bring things to an end, to a culmination point, and then kind of really move us into a totally new time of our life we're entering right now, all of us collectively and individually in our own lives. So with the sun at 5 degrees of Gemini today, it is still in a square to Jupiter, who is currently at 2 degrees of Pisces. Gemini and Pisces are mutable signs, and they're both in square to each other, and mutable signs are changeable. They're about being adaptable. They're about changes and making changes and allowing changes to happen, and just kind of going with the flow of things and allowing yourself to adapt to changing circumstances. So we know that and there is a major theme of the square from Pisces to Gemini going on in terms of this eclipse, in terms of this month, in terms of the Gemini season, because we have Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter, who was actually the classic and traditional ruler of Pisces, both in Pisces right now, in a square to the sun, to Mercury, ruler of Gemini, and the North Node, and Venus, ruler of this current Venus cycle, Taurus cycle that we're in right now, from the past new moon, all in Gemini. So we have this juxtaposition going on between the energies of Gemini, Mercury the messenger, and the energies of Pisces, and the Lord of the Sea, and the spirit world, and spiritual connection, and also illusion and delusion and fantasy, this like blending. So it's like cognitive energy blending with like fantasy, spiritual energy. So very interesting times with all of the activity and the activations that are going on. And the sun in square to Jupiter, that is going to make this day generally centered around radical speech and information, expanded Jupiter and energized by the sun. And like I said, with all the squares from Gemini and Pisces right now, this is very important, we all need to keep this in mind, we must be very sure that we are communicating and interpreting things properly right now, and not get carried away with fantasies and unrealistic ideals during this specific period of time. It's not that it's like not good to, set high bars and high standards and have fantasies and ideals and stuff like that, but just generally, right now, we kind of want to be careful with that type of thing. But yeah, so we just kind of want to really be careful with this energy that we are saying what we mean and meaning what we say, and not getting swept up in some type of like ideal or illusion about something, because that is very, very highlighted and possible with all of this Mercury, Gemini, Neptune, Pisces energy going on, and everything, all the other planets that are there as well. So that is what we have going on with the sun today. I will be interested to see how this Radical Magazine cover degree plays out, especially in the square to Jupiter. And remember, Jupiter in Pisces is really trying to like shatter the illusion of things and get to the actual truth of what's been going on. And Jupiter rules the South Node, where the South Node is right now. So we are going to be getting a lot of truths that have been like hidden under the surface of things in like a fog or an illusion or a delusion over long periods of time that are going to change the way that we think about things and change our associations to like what is truth and what is not, and really help us release and let go of some of these past belief systems that have been holding us into just situations and circumstances that have been preventing us from coming into our true potential and moving forward along our highest path and stuff like that. So next, we have big black moon energy going on though today. And this could actually relate to some of this bizarre information coming out in terms of making us feel like more insecure or bringing up fears around particularly issues of loss. And in Taurus, Scorpio, when the black moon affects Taurus, Scorpio, it usually has to do with loss in terms of what we love or what makes us feel stable and secure, and also material possessions and resources and stuff like that. And it also triggers deep feelings of lack of self-worth and not being valued or feeling valuable enough or feeling secure with things. So that is what the black moon is triggering today in all of us, and that is specifically because we have the moon coming to exact opposition with the black moon today, making it a black moon day. Whenever the moon transiting through the zodiac comes into the sign that the black moon is in, or the opposite sign to what the black moon is in, we call that black moon days because it's directly triggering the energy of the black moon, which rules our subconscious mind, our shadow side, the subconscious programming that we, the kind of like the algorithm that sort of like is running things behind the scenes, behind like our conscious thoughts and ideas and stuff. And a lot of times it's really responsible for the cycles of behavior and the relationships that we get into and how we act and how we think and how we perceive reality and stuff, because it is just like a way that we've learned to be without even realizing that it was going on, and it dictates a lot of our behaviors, like I said, and the circumstances that we manifest into our lives. It's very strong. The subconscious mind is very strong in terms of manifesting and creating the reality around us, and a lot of times when the black moon is activated, it can really make us just feel by the moon, it can make us feel really just in touch with our wounding and our inadequacies and our fears and stuff like that. So we do have that going on today. So if you're experiencing any of this, and again, in Taurus and Scorpio, the polarity where the black moon is right now, a lot of times this centers around fears of loss in regards to what we love, what makes us comfortable, what makes us feel secure, and our own personal sense of value and stuff like that. So if you're feeling that, that is because of the black moon activations today, with the moon coming into opposition. And the black moon is also activated, like again, extra activated today because she's moving degrees. The black moon is a slow moving body and takes quite a while to move from one degree to another. So it is a shift in terms of this subconscious collective energy when the black moon moves from one degree to another, and she's moving from 24 degrees of Taurus to 25 degrees of Taurus today. And that sabian symbol, that energetic frequency, is a well-kept public park. So this also makes me feel like the black moon issues being triggered today could also be about having to like keep up or maintain some type of public image or public appearance, or on the flip side, the lack of the ability to do so, to like maintain some type of public image or some type of public appearance, might trigger these feelings and these issues as well. As the moon opposes the black moon though, and here's the thing, we have like this beautiful, beautiful like spiritual energy going on alongside of this. And this is what we really should be trying to focus on, and what we should be tapping into more instead of getting sucked down into those like darker negative emotions and feelings about ourselves and the world around us and stuff like that. And this is because we actually have a grand trine in water going on today between the moon in Scorpio, Neptune in Pisces, and Mars in Cancer. And so the moon in trine to Neptune, especially in water signs, gives us assistance in terms of spiritual help and guidance and an ability to align with the higher nature and the higher self today to overcome negative feelings and issues. And so there's a really powerful ability to like emotionally connect to the higher planes and to your spirit guides and to spirit and God, or however you get your spiritual connection. There's a really strong potential to tap into that today, and we should be really trying to do that if we feel ourselves kind of being more depressed or getting pulled down into our issues, and instead of just letting the more negative feelings take over. Because remember, the subconscious mind is a powerful manifester, and we really don't want to be creating and manifesting what we fear and what we worry about in the new reality going forward, especially on the edge of this eclipse, right when we're about to step into the window of really like our new reality with the ending of things that are happening tomorrow and this whole new fresh beginning and new path that we're walking. We don't want to be bringing and manifesting black moon issues and fears and worries. None of that. So really, this is a wonderful thing today that we have this trine going on, and we have a tremendous ability to actively seek it out, to actively seek out our higher nature and our spiritual connections because of Mars involved in this trine as well. And it's Mars, it's Neptune, and it's the moon. So this is actually like I said, actively, like with fervor, like aggressively pursuing spiritual awakening and the ability to act outside of the ego. This is a very like ego depriving aspect, which is also a good thing when we are in such a process of release right now and letting go of things that no longer serve us on our path forward. Being able to step outside of our ego and to align with our higher selves and spirit should help us go through this transition easier. So the definite solution, like I said, to any of these black moon issues that surface today are to seek out spiritual connection and guidance, and also like really cultivate forgiveness and just aligning with faith in your divine path and knowing that you're protected and that, you know, as long as you stay in your personal integrity and your personal authenticity, that everything is going to align properly and work out in just the way that you need it to. And that's the reality that will be created going forward also. So by taking, and there's also like a big service aspect of this as well. One of the best ways that we can, under this energetic, get out of any of the issues that are being created by the black moon and those subconscious fears and stuff like that is to really try to find ways to like help and to be of service to other people. By taking the focus off of ourselves today and focusing on spiritual connection, faith, and being of service to others, we overcome the internal struggles today. Really just not focusing inwardly on things that are making us feel bad about ourselves or about our circumstances, and instead trying to figure out what we can do maybe to help someone else that needs something that maybe we have or that we're good at. That is a good way to kind of like flip the energies today, and it's really supported and indicated with this grand trine in water signs between Mars and Neptune and the moon. So that is what we have going on today. That is our setup for this super blood full moon total lunar eclipse in Sagittarius and Gemini that's happening tomorrow, and I will have a report all about that. I'm looking very forward to being able to make a video about this. And overall today, it might just be some turbulent energy in terms of really wild information and scenarios and stories and people like doing and saying things that are just like kind of crazy and off the walls today. And we might be feeling a bit down or a bit worried or like emotionally triggered about something, But there is tremendous energy for spiritual growth and guidance, spiritual awakening, and we overcome fears and internal issues by connecting to God and to spirit and holding to our faith and helping others. That is today in a nutshell. And remember, this is a loaded, absolutely loaded week, major transitional period, major transitional window, breaking through all types of, or just letting go, and it's kind of like we're being released from all types of karmic loops that have been going on for a long period of time and moving forward into something that is totally new. Let's remember the North Node is at that degree. Newly opened lands offer the pioneer new opportunities for experience. So our destiny really is calling us to step forward into the new, like our new world, let go of what we've been in for long periods of time and embrace what's coming and really like use our own creative potential and our own authenticity to mold something that is much more in alignment than the path that we've been walking up until this point. So that's my video for today, you guys. I will see you back here tomorrow for our big eclipse. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video, and leave me comments. I love your comments, and share it with your friends if you think they would be interested, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you then. Bye.